Rated M for mature.
Don't let your kids watch it!
Ah, spoiler alert.
Hey there, Artie!
And gas.
Welcome back to more Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, everybody. We're going back to Astronaut Land, aka space.
That's what I called it anyway.
In episode 4, the Cosmic Turnabout. Papalo may be missing an eye, but we're ready and raring to go.
Maybe he just shaved half his eyebrow off and he was just like, gotta get the rest of it. It's just like has it covering the whole face.
At that point, just shave the whole eyebrow, both your eyebrows. No one will notice the difference.
You'll notice.
Witness your name and occupation, please. Solomon Starbuck, astronaut. How did this happen? Mr. Starbuck, you aren't looking very well. Will you be able to give testimony? No.
Wait, what? Really?
Well, unfortunately, no is not an option. You are being accused of the Space Center bombing and the murder of Clay Terran. Please testify to these allegations. Mind if I take this suit off? It's getting really heavy.
Why didn't you take it off?
It's not the weight of the suit that you feel, but of your sins.
Wow, Blackwell! Let him take off. I have been wondering this the whole time. Why is he wearing a 200-pound spacesuit?
Why not? It's a fashion statement.
It's heavy!
I know. Prepare to carry that weight for the rest of your life. Banish me to the moon. I don't care anymore.
Wow, that was super negative. Is he going to be alright up there?
He'll be fine! I think. As long as he doesn't totally give up and say he did it, that is. Witness testimony.
I do want him to take that thing off, though.
I didn't kill him. All I did was support Clay over my shoulder and get us out of the rocket. Like always, I took the elevator down to the middle level and headed for the corridor. Clay had passed out by the time we got to the order to evacuate. I didn't kill Clay! I was trying to save him!
Okay.
So you assert that you didn't set off the bombs or murder the victim. But I bet you think I'm lying, right? I reserve all judgment until after I've heard your full testimony. I'm sure you don't believe me. I bet you don't even believe I'm an astronaut. I don't think the judge doubts that!
Who would wear a suit like that except an astronaut?
I will say that when I saw you in that movie, you appeared quite courageous. Though I suppose reality never quite lives up to a fantasy.
Why is his hair like a cone now, anyway?
I guess I'm just a big disappointment. I'm pretty sure that's like a hat, or like...
Maybe? But
like
his
some
hair's
kind of
red and
fabric.
it's kind of like a...
No, I don't think that's his hair. I think that's like a
Oh, I
hat
thought that
of
was
some
his
kind.
hair. Why is he wearing
Well, no, that's his hair. The gray part around it.
No, okay, pull up the movie poster again.
I can't.
It's not in there?
We don't have it.
Oh. See, that's his hair. There's the thing on the bottom.
This is clearly his hair.
Yeah, that's... Okay.
Not the red part, the
Artie,
gray part.
Artie, that's the part where it's shaved super low. See the red part
If it's
there?
shaved super low, it should still have a red tinge to it.
I don't know, maybe he dyes his hair. See, because that part's red too. At the bottom, that's his hair.
It's a hat. Or like, either that or he has like the weirdest hair dye job of all time.
Is he, well, it's Phoenix, right? Maybe he's wearing, like the hat that our dad would wear. That had like the thing in the back.
To protect your neck from being
protect your
sunburned
neck.
in space.
Yep.
I really don't care what happens anymore. Oh no! He's completely given up! Humph! What a depressing fellow. If you were to join me in the clink, I imagine that annoying sign of yours would rub off on the other inmates.
Like how it rubbed off on Prosecutor Blackwell a second ago?
Oh, that was him? Huh? That was Blackwell's sign? Mr. Starbuck's testimony contains a glaring contradiction. The question is, what does it mean? Even if Mr. Starbuck is my client, I can't be gun-shy now. It's time to find out the truth. All I did was support Clay over my shoulder and get us out of the rocket. So what you're saying is that the victim was still alive at that time? Of course! He was alive and well. Silence. If so, then you admit you took a man who was alive and well, and silenced him permanently with this. What? No! Ah! Black hole confirmed! Dead ahead! Ah! It's no good, Captain! I'm getting sucked in! Mr. Starbuck, you are not in space! Please give your testimony seriously. It was just nerves, but maybe I shouldn't have said he was alive and well. It was more like he was slumped over. Those are completely opposite ends of the spectrum! Like always, I took the elevator down to the middle level and headed for the corridor. Is that the elevator inside the launch pad area? That's right. We always used it to get to and from the cockpit.
You don't land in the cockpit.
No, he came out of the cockpit and lowered down.
Yeah, but to and from the cockpit would imply that he goes from the cockpit to the space area as well.
Well, that's how you get in and out of the rocket.
Yeah, but you only get in the rocket, you don't get out usually.
You get out of the rocket. It's not like this is your tomb.
Well, no, but it's like you get in the rocket, you go to space, then when you go back down to Earth, you usually land somewhere else, because you can't control exactly where you're landing. That's why they have, like, the crew of people that come by to, like, airlift you out of your little space thing. Because you're...
But right now, they haven't launched, so they're getting out of the cockpit, which is the same way they went in.
Anyway, that makes sense. So he was just using the route he always used.
In spite of the fact that there had just been an explosion?
Huh?
I think Mr. Starbuck is hiding something. Something pretty big.
The giant flames everywhere, maybe?
Clay had passed out by the time we got the order to evacuate. Passed out? Why was he passed out? Probably because of the explosion. The noise and vibration were incredible. It's little wonder a person would pass out, right? I guess? Not that I know.
Also, wouldn't you have passed out?
Ah! I've been hit by space debris! The main engine's on fire! It's gonna blow! Ah!
This poor dude needs therapy.
Yes, I see. I guess it does make sense that someone would pass out. Especially if the person in question is Mr. Starbuck. Anyway. I didn't kill Clay. I was trying to save him. Don't worry. I understand. I'll make sure everything turns out all right. But everyone's glaring at me like I did it.
Apollo, you have to reassure him better than that.
And how am I supposed to do that?
Try to imagine how he's feeling and use that to figure out how to boost his confidence.
Mr. Starbuck, think back to what Clay used to always say. It's times like these when he would repeat, "I'm fine," to himself. I'm fine? Yeah, I guess he did say that a lot.
That's why Apollo says that a lot.
But even if I shout it, Clay will still be dead. What's the use? Could somebody please reassure me now?
Apollo, there's something strange about Mr. Starbuck's testimony.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. There's a glaring contradiction. I just wonder why it's there and what it means for our case.
Well, it doesn't look like he's lying, at least.
Guess I'll have to show some evidence.
There's flames everywhere.
Well,
Also, there's the explosion there. That's kind
yeah.
of the problem.
The explosion happened in the elevator. Mr. Starbuck, I need your testimony to be as accurate as possible. Was I not being accurate? No, because it's impossible for you to have taken the elevator down to the middle level. What makes you say that, Mr. Justice? Please recall where the bomb went off in Launch Pad 1. Also recall that after the explosion, the middle level elevator was engulfed in flames. Oh, you're right. Which means... Exactly. The launch pad's elevator would have been unusable. In other words... Mr. Starbuck, your statement is decidedly inconsistent with the facts. What's with the helmet? Ah! Mission Command! Mission Command! Do you read me? Come in, please!
Objection!
This is Mission Command. I order you to pay attention! Stop this nonsense and answer my questions, Mr. Starbuck! Ah! My helmet! Ah! My oxygen tank! Oxygen concentration and body temperature declining. Requesting medical assistance.
What the heck? Bro, you're fine. But not really.
But Mr. Starbuck, we are not in space right now. Please stop pretending you have lost consciousness and stand back up.
Oh my gosh.
I apologize, Your Honor. I forgot I was still on Earth.
Oh my gosh. This guy is so stupid. Your Honor,
Space
this guy,
Larry Butts!
Your Honor, this guy is so stupid that there's no way he could have tried to commit murder.
Well, that makes sense to me.
Or it's the exact opposite, like your friend was saying.
Yeah.
I feel like we all just got a real glimpse of Solomon Starbuck the astronaut.
Yeah, he seemed more like an astronaut now than when he was doing all that sighing. Mr. Starbuck, could you please explain the inconsistency in your statement about how you used the middle-level elevator? I, was nervous and I said the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I actually, took a different route, I think. A different route? I hope you're able to deliver a straight story this time. I'll get it right this time! Maybe. No, I mean, probably. Probably. It's understandable to be nervous, but let me remind you, accuracy is paramount in court. Witness testimony. My escape route. Let's see. My escape route. What I said before was a mistake.
Okay.
I remember now. I took a different route. Maybe. Probably.
Oh my gosh.
With the capsule and clay in my arms, I made my way down from the upper level.
Where?
How? So you're saying you escaped without using the elevator?
He threw Clay's body down 2 flights and ran down.
That's right. There's a ladder that spans the upper and middle levels. I used that ladder to get to the middle level. Luckily, the fire hadn't reached the ladder, so we can make our escape that way.
I find this highly unlikely considering you're both wearing the 200-pound suits.
And he had the capsule as well.
Yeah.
And the capsule you mentioned, I suppose you mean that thing next to Mr. Terran here? Was the capsule that important that you'd risk your life to take it with you? It almost goes without saying, but yeah, that capsule contains asteroid samples. Therefore, it's invaluable as research material. With his spacesuit on, Clay weighed a ton, but securing the capsule was also important. I need you to answer to the best of your ability. Mr. Starbuck, please remember that your verdict is riding on your testimony. Maybe I am guilty after all.
No.
I wonder if you can see the stars in prison. Bet it's more comfortable than a spaceship. Cross-examination.
I do not like this.
This case, this character, or just what's happening?
I don't know about the whole case, but I don't like this character.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. My escape route. Let's see. My escape route. What I said before was a mistake. How could you mistake such a basic fact? Hey, everybody makes mistakes, but try thinking about the vastness of space instead. From Earth, it takes 4 light years to travel to our nearest neighboring star. So you see, compared to the vast expanse of space, human error is insignificant.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
This is like Wesley Stickler. Considering how vast the universe is,
Yup.
a simple slip-up of where my cell phone rolled
Oh my gosh.
is insignificant.
cannot
I
believe
wish he'd
that.
consider it just a little more significant than 0. Enough jabbering. Get on with your testimony. I remember now. I took a different route. Maybe, probably. Maybe, probably. Did I hear you right, Mr. Starbuck? I didn't say either of those things. Ah! Mission Control, come in, please. An error has occurred in the sound system. Activate the emergency tin can telephone. Oh! Ah! Tin can telephones are ineffective in the vacuum of space.
Ah.
Stop this nonsense or I will sever you and your tin can telephone. Alright, I'm begging you. I'll tell the truth. Just don't sever anything.
Apollo, is he going to be alright?
I'm starting to think he's not. Let's see. So, about when we were running away. With the capsule in my arms, and Clay in my arms, I made my way down from the upper level.
You have to climb, you're not King Kong.
The upper level of the launch pad area. That's right! That's what I said, isn't it? Granted, that route does exist. So to recap, you had Clay over your right shoulder and the capsule in your left hand? Yeah, it's really important, so I couldn't let it get burned up. So even though Clay was really heavy, I couldn't afford to carry him with both hands. I did the best I could with him over one shoulder and the capsule in my other hand. I don't think the meaning of what he just said has hit him yet. Humph. You know what you have to do with that statement. Justice Dono. Yes, I know. Well, I've come this far. No turning back now. It's time to present some evidence.
So, Mr. Starbuck escaped with Clay and the capsule, which means it's just like the footage. I can see why he couldn't run, though.
He must have weighed over 200 pounds just by himself. Plus, Clay's pretty fat.
Yeah, and he had to support Clay, who is also another 200 pounds. Plus, he had to ensure the safety of the capsule. I don't think I could have even walked under those circumstances.
Walking straight forward is probably about all I would have been able to manage. Okay, well, Solomon, could you please explain how you climbed down the ladder
with that crap? This is really easy.
Mr. Starbuck, why don't you just tell the truth? The truth? Let's see. The Earth is blue. No, that's not right. So, I guess the Earth isn't blue? Yeah, that's it. The truth, Mr. Starbuck! Ah! The oxygen concentration is super low in this area! Prepare the emergency oxygen tanks! Mr. Justice, the witness appears confused. Please help draw out the truth from him. Mr. Starbuck, under the circumstances at the time, you couldn't possibly have reached the boarding lounge via the upper level route. Huh? Not as long as this was along the escape route.
Yeah.
To get down from the upper to the middle level where the Launchpad 1 corridor is, you would have to go down the ladder. Isn't that right, Mr. Starbuck? Of course! That was the only way we could escape. Objection! But how would that work? At the time you were supporting Mr. Terran over your shoulder, were you not? And remember, he was in full space gear as well, putting him at over 200 pounds. Ah! Oh! Well, it's easy on the moon. Gravity is only 1/6 of what it is on Earth. Objection! But the Space Center is located on Earth! Short of being an octopus, climbing a ladder with an adult male in space gear in one arm, while carrying the capsule in your other, is impossible, wouldn't you say? Oh! So, Mr. Starbuck, how exactly did you climb down that ladder with your arms full? Ah!
My suit has like cushioned feet. You just jump down the ladder and it's like...
I used a jetpack, duh!
Yeah!
Like Turbo Man.
Yeah!
Turbo Man. Mr. Starbuck, come clean and tell us the truth, now! Ah! Engineer! Where's that engineer? Oxygen leak detected due to faulty maintenance. Evacuate immediately!
Okay, that was kind of funny.
What the? He's flying the coop! Ah! Help! I'm caught on the ceiling! Help? Anyone? Bailiff, prepare the cherry picker. We must launch our rescue mission at once.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's one way to take off while being questioned.
I'd rather prove his innocence so he can go to space again someday for real.
Get him off of Earth. Get him out of here.
Now then, Mr. Starbuck, do you think you can keep your feet planted on the ground? Yes. I apologize for losing control. Are you ready to tell us the truth? Not that! Anything but that! What is What's going on? This isn't the Mr. Starbuck I know. It appears Space Boy is prone to deception. Witness!
He knows something.
Yikes! Yes? I thought your story odd, but perhaps the inconsistencies can be explained as the result of a medical side effect. Ah! Prosecutor Blackwell! Please don't talk about that!
I'm secretly Captain America.
What are you talking about, Prosecutor Blackwell?
Does he have steroids?
Didn't I already state that Space Boy is, ironically, terrified of going into space? That's why he took some precautions just before the launch. For you see, traces of this anti-anxiety drug were found in his system. Oh, I sense things are about to nosedive. You got it all wrong! I told them during the investigation too! I don't know anything about any drugs! I never took any medication, I swear! It was found in his system, but he doesn't remember taking it. Marijuana is a memory loss drug, so maybe you just took it and then forgot about it.
No, what if, like... Ooh, the plot thickens. What if, like, he also passed out from the explosion? When he had awoken, someone had slipped that down his throat.
Ooh.
Or something.
Interesting. How could that be? Somebody must have slipped them to me! But I guess maybe that's why I don't remember. Because of the side effects. Yeah, that's why I don't remember much about what really happened. What?!
Fun. Nobody remembers.
Order in the court! We can't get any useful testimony out of him if he doesn't remember anything!
Well, this certainly explains why his testimony keeps changing.
Why didn't he just tell me he couldn't remember?
I guess he didn't want anybody to find out he was terrified of going into space.
Maybe I really did do it. Which brings us to the answer of our original question. Of how the witness climbed down the ladder with a dead body. It does? So what is it? A dead man feels no pain and makes no complaints, Justice Dono. So the body was simply dropped down from the top of the ladder. Were there any traces of bruising on his
that's
body?
what I was about to say.
Oh my! I see. And then the defendant could climb down with his free hand. Or unless the astronaut suits are just wrapped in bubble wrap. But if that's the case, he could have just done that to begin with.
Yeah.
Objection!
Drop the body down? Who would do such a disrespectful thing?
That's not the...
Besides, dropping the body down would leave marks on the body itself. So you are capable of quick thinking. Yes, you are correct. Really? Oh, thanks? Ah! Huh? What's this? It's the oxygen tank from the victim's spacesuit. It's ruptured, and I'm sure you can figure out why. You can't be implying it ruptured when the defendant dropped the victim's body. I am, for they fracture easily when struck.
Objection!
Even if that's true, the tank's explosion and the shrapnel would leave its mark on the body. Yet according to the autopsy report, only the knife wound was found on the victim's body. You're clearly grasping at straws with this line of reasoning.
Silence.
A spacesuit isn't heavy for the sake of being heavy, Justice Dono. It includes the latest technological devices and is made of the fabric of tomorrow. This fabric is made to protect astronauts from the dangers of space. So falling a few Earth yards would hardly leave a mark on the wearer.
Objection!
Then shouldn't it be impossible to stab someone through it as well? It should. And yet, through sheer coincidence, the knife slipped through a weak spot in the suit's structure and found its way into its target.
That seems a bit...
What are the chances? You forget that our killer is an astronaut himself with knowledge of how the suits work. He's got me there. And now my argument has been proven. Space Boy killed the victim in the rocket, and then dropped the body in the upper level. After climbing down, he shouldered the body and made sure the camera recorded them. There's no room for debate about these facts. It is clear that Solomon Starbuck is the only one who could have killed Clay Terran. Ah! Here, the report regarding the astronauts' oxygen tanks. Consider it my send-off gift. Feel free to use it as payment to cross the river Styx. Back! Oxygen tank data added to the court record.
Oh, we need to check that. Hey, this report's pretty detailed. Then let's
Let's
look at
take
it.
a look.
So it said,
Victim's tank was ruptured with 0% left. The defendants had 80%. Remaining oxygen is displayed on the left shoulder.
why was there so little oxygen left in the victim's tank?
Because it broke, so all the oxygen
Oh,
escaped.
all of the oxygen left.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Alright.
the evacuation report. Bombs went off despite the tight security. Police officers and riot police who had been standing by gave evacuation instructions.
Okay.
Let's see. The display on the astronaut's left shoulder shows how much oxygen remains. I guess that means these glowing cyan digits
Oh,
represent
that's
the amount of
wrong, then.
oxygen remaining. I'm done for.
Well,
I'm going to prison instead of space! Space boy. Yes? Take heart. The bejeweled night sky is still beautiful even when viewed through bars. You mean the stars are seen from prison? That's right. Your cell will be your spaceship. Picture the view through the iron bars. It's like being an astronaut in your own craft for all time. That's not a half-bad thought.
dude,
Mr. Starbuck? Prosecutor Blackwell got to him good.
here's my... Well, I think we already know what we need to do because there was the thing that said 50 when it's supposed to say 80.
Yeah.
But,
Spaceship prison cell, fly me, my guilt and my despair into the deepest, darkest space. And then, let's get sucked into a black hole together!
Objection!
maybe he'd get along with Black Quill.
Mr. Starbuck, you can't give up hope!
For hope
Oh.
is all we have.
Yes, Apollo? You know Clay really looked up to you. He said you are an incredible man. He said you never give up on your dreams and passion for space, no matter the situation.
I love how he had a white bandage across his nose for his beautiful photo.
He broke his nose, yeah.
Oh, man.
He said that? So don't give up now and help me prove your innocence. For the sake of the man who respected you and believed in you, Clay Terran. For Clay. You're wasting your breath. Rah! Rah! Gah!
Interesting angles. What?
Apollo, thank you. I can see things clearly now. Mr. Starbuck! I'm fine now. Thanks for reminding me of my life's mission. Right, we'll both be fine. I'll prove you're innocent. You'll see.
But I don't want to be innocent. I want to go to my space cell.
And after that, we'll get you back into space. Rah! You've ignited the booster rockets of my soul! I'm on fire! I am Solomon Starbuck, astronaut, a cosmic hero chosen by the universe itself. This is no time to be whimpering and crying. I can't let you and Clay down. Balderdash. The sun, the moon, all of space is calling me. Solomon Saul Starbuck, ready for launch. Begin the countdown. 5, 4,
3!
2, 1. Lift off!
What? Oh, okay.
Jetpack.
I thought he was gonna jetpack away. Not,
That would
not
be
even
hilarious.
kidding.
Well, I feel like I've witnessed an actual rocket launch.
Apollo, you did it! You broke Prosecutor Blackwell's grip over Mr. Starbuck.
I also like how Apollo's name, it relates to space.
Oh, yeah!
It's great.
Pretty great.
I can't take the credit. It was all Mr. Starbuck. He pulled himself through. Humph. If you simpletons are done massaging one another's egos. No matter how positive your mood, my advantage remains unshakable. I have but to wait for the final guilty verdict. Isn't that right, your baldness? Gah! I can't give up now. I have to stop Blackquill. I have to see this through. Mr. Starbuck just has to make it back into space.
Oh, they look so happy together.
I won't allow Clay's dream to remain unfulfilled. I've got to destroy Blackwell's argument somehow. Think, Justice. Think. If the only people at Launchpad 1 were Clay and Mr. Starbuck, and if Clay was already dead by the time this footage was taken, then the only person who could have killed him is Mr. Starbuck. So the only way to counter Blackwell's argument is if I can prove that Clay was still alive when they arrived back at the boarding lounge. In which case, I should be able to find some contradiction in the evidence itself. Now, let's see. About this data that we just received. This supposedly proves that Mr. Starbuck dropped Clay's body in Launchpad 1. But what if I'm going to prove that false? If I am, then there must be something that I can use here. Enough of this farce, Sir Baldness! Let's have your verdict!
Objection!
Prosecutor Blackquill, you seem to be in quite a hurry to rush the verdict. What about this oxygen tank data you just submitted now? It says that Mr. Starbuck's tank had 80% remaining while Mr. Terran's had 0. Do you stand by the accuracy of this report? Of course. Then I guess it simply means that it's faulty, as evidence goes. You will explain what you mean, Justice Dono.
Okay.
It's simple. This evidence contradicts the facts of this case. Take a look here at the detailed description and you'll see what I mean. I hope you have some evidence, Mr. Justice, because I don't see what's so contradictory. Yes, Your Honor, right away. This is the evidence that the oxygen tank report stands in contradiction to.
It's easy, it's the photo.
Take that!
Or the video, I guess.
And how does this evidence present a contradiction? The problem is this part here.
The 50.
Take that!
Yeah, it's a very easy game. Note the remaining oxygen in Mr. Starbuck's tank as he carries Mr. Terran. It appears to say 50. Yes, but according to the data, our client's tank had 80% remaining. The oxygen in the tank increased? I see Your Honor finds it as strange as I do. It's bad enough that there's a contradiction, but the increase in oxygen is beyond illogical. Oh my, you're absolutely right. What is going on here?
Silence!
I too find it odd that the oxygen remaining has increased. It would be as odd as if my rations were to increase. But what does that prove? It doesn't change the fact that it is the defendant carrying the victim's corpse.
Objection!
I'm going to bet you don't get more rations because you don't abide by the rules. Either way, the oxygen remaining shouldn't increase just as your rations don't increase. Therefore, this new information is critical. We can't overlook it.
Silence!
In that case, do you have an answer to this riddle of the mysteriously increasing oxygen? You'd better not disappoint, or I'll declare the inconsistency as mere equipment malfunction. Ugh. Prosecutor Blackquill has a point. I suppose it could be a simple malfunction. Mr. Justice, if you cannot provide an adequate counterargument to this point, I'm afraid I must bring this trial to an end. So, do you think you can explain why the remaining oxygen level increased? Of course I can! The thing to do at a time like this is to turn my thinking around. Mr. Starbuck has no memory of it, but he claims to have carried Clay. So this man with the 50 on his tank ought to be Mr. Starbuck. But if anything, the display on his oxygen tank should have shown an 80. This is a clear contradiction between the report and the security footage. So what I should be asking is not, why did the oxygen level increase? But what had to have happened to make it look like it increased? Am I making some kind of mistake in my base assumptions here? Well, Mr. Justice, we're waiting. Yes, Your Honor. I'm ready to answer. This is why the remaining oxygen appears to have increased. They were going the other way, the victim was carrying the defendant, or the tanks.
victim was carrying the defendant.
Yep. What if it was the other way around? The other way around? Would you care to explain, Mr. Justice? As you can see, Your Honor, both men had their helmets on in this footage. But it turns out, this is where our base assumptions went astray. What?
I'm looking to see if I could see the knife, but there's no knife. So, yeah.
The knife would have been on that one, but it's in the shadow, so it's hard to see. We assumed that it was Mr. Starbuck helping Mr. Terran, but it was the other way around. It wasn't Mr. Starbuck helping Mr. Terran at all. It was Mr. Terran who was helping Mr. Starbuck to the boarding lounge. It was what?
I like how the parrot is prominently in that shot.
The hawk. Order! Order! Mr. Justice? You mean to tell me that the person on the right in this image is the victim, Clay Terran? It's the only way the riddle of the increasing oxygen level can be solved, Your Honor. At this point in time, the remaining oxygen in the victim's tank was 50%. And when the victim was found in the boarding lounge, his tank was at 0%.
That's right. There's nothing contradictory about the oxygen level decreasing.
This means Mr. Terran was alive as they made their escape to the lounge.
Silence.
How short your memory is. Have you forgotten what you yourself proposed? Even if the victim was alive at this point in time. How did he descend the ladder with his arms full?
Objection.
Prosecutor Blackwell, you can't hurt me with a broken blade. Excuse me? It's true that we don't know how they got down the ladder. I suppose that matter needs further investigating. But we have proven that Mr. Terran was alive when he reached the boarding lounge. This fact alone shatters your claims, and opens up the possibility that the victim could have been killed by a third party. Ah! There were two people who claimed to be first on the scene. But can we really trust their statements?
Let's see. The two people were Detective Candace Arm and Yuri Cosmos, right? You think that one of them might have given a false statement to the police?
Yes, it's certainly possible.
Oh, I bet it's the one that's dead!
That would be such an interesting twist.
I think it's the one who's dead.
Where, like, we discover one of the victims is a murderer in a past thing.
Either the victim is a murderer in the past thing, or she was like, I can't tell the truth. That would be terrible for my reputation. Then she ends up dying anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Like something like that. It's
certainly possible. We might have to do a little more digging. It seems we'll have to hear the testimony of these first two people on the scene. Score! Come to think of it, Detective Arm should be here in court right now. Bailiff, could you please show Detective Arm to the stand?
The bailiff pulled it! Hi.
I have an announcement, everyone! What's the meaning of this? We're in the middle of a trial here. Please remain calm and listen carefully. Someone has reactivated the bomb! The bomb was defused, but... It's about to explode! Explode!
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought would
A
happen.
bomb? Now? Ah! Everybody run!
Ah! I don't want to die! Oh no, everyone's panicking! Athena, you should be panicking too. Just saying. Athena actually.
Blackwell's like...
did the bomb.
Blackwell's like, I need to be escorted out. Heedless chickens with a death wish, the lot of you. Calm yourselves before all else.
Come on, Apollo, let's get out of here!
But what about Mr. Starbuck's dream? And who will carry out Clay's final wish?
We can resume that later.
I don't care what happens to me. I'm not letting some bomb blow up the truth forever.
Oh.
I refuse to let things end here.
Apollo, this is no time to be dramatic! If we don't get out of here now, we're going to die! Come on, this way!
Hey, ouch! Let me go!
Clay would not want you to die. Apollo!
Juniper! She hasn't evacuated yet?
Ah!
Juniper! Are you alright?
Apollo, no! Not that way!
Ah!
Did Juniper die too? No, Juniper was in the next case.
No, remember Apollo shielded her from the rubble falling on her.
Oh, yeah. And Apollo didn't die, we know that.
To be continued.
That's the fourth case.
And that's the lead into case 1.
Isn't that a pretty good case?
Case 4 is a pretty good case, actually, I would say. Alright, well, that's a good stopping point for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah, things are getting interesting now. We kind of knew the bomb was going to have to blow up.
We knew the bomb was going to blow up. I thought it would be, we would get even closer to the truth and then it would happen, but that makes sense.
Yeah, and we will be investigating next time.
Thank
It's not just
goodness.
trial. So it's a
Fine.
short trial period than an investigation. It's a shorter than average case, but
That's
it's a
fine.
pretty good one, I'd say. Anyways, thanks for watching. Until we meet again, my friends, have a great day, and God bless.